Do you believe in ghosts?
I do now.
Margie Thesson knows how to tell a good ghost story, from Civil War soldiers standing on balconies to an old woman in a rocking chair.
She takes a deep breath, opens the door, and sees, sitting in a rocking chair, the spirit of a very old woman.
When Margie tells a story, it's always in a soft and clear voice. Her story's fascinating and creepy at the same time. She says most of the ghosts in Franklin don't have a mean spirit.
They're just attached to their building, their home, a place maybe where they died. Sometimes they don't know they're dead.
Margie, who used to practice family law, gave it all up to start the Franklin on Foot Ghost Tour 10 years ago. Margie and her staff walk you around in a 90-minute tour, telling you the eerie secrets of the old buildings that line the streets of downtown Franklin. So we're walking down 3rd Avenue, and you say this is the most haunted place in downtown Franklin.
Yes, it is. This street, in general. I don't know what it is or why it is. Maybe this because the cemetery is at the other end.
That could be.
Perhaps. But it does appear that maybe not all, but many of the buildings here have ghost stories.
Margie says Chef's Music Store on 3rd is most notably haunted. She says the building used to be the home of a woman who was a Confederate spy in the mid-1800s. The story she tells is that recently one of the workers heard some creaking upstairs late at night and saw the old woman sitting in a rocking chair.
The woman stops rocking, turns and looks at her and says, "I used to live in this house." And that got her adrenaline going. She ran outside, got in her car and drove home. She told me not too long ago, she said, "You know, there's one thing I regret about the whole thing, and that's that I didn't stay and talk to her."
Another favorite ghost story of Margie's is about the old courthouse on the square. During the Civil War, not a lot of people know this, but Margie says the old courthouse here on the square used to be the Union headquarters. Now, just a few years ago, Margie says a woman was sitting right here on this bench where I'm sitting watching a jazz festival when she saw 3 soldiers standing on that balcony.
She said, well, they were wearing navy blue uniforms, and everybody knows this was a Confederate town. Any soldier here would be wearing gray uniforms. And once I filled her in on her history that yes, indeed, this was the Union headquarters where many soldiers with navy blue uniforms would be patrolling around, and also up on the courthouse balcony keeping an eye on the town, she said she realized that she had really seen it.
Chilling indeed. But not everyone believes these ghost stories. There's always a few in the tour that are skeptical.
It's sort of the attitude that if science can't prove it, I'm not buying it. And I don't think science can answer all the questions in the universe.
Now, as long as Margie Thesson's been telling ghost stories, incredibly, she's never seen one herself.
I've never seen a ghost. I don't ever want to see a ghost either. I don't know. I just don't. I think it'd make me be kind of scared.
The Franklin on Foot ghost tours are most nights at 7 o'clock. We have all the information on our website. In spooky downtown Franklin, Nick Perangipe, Williamson Source.